everybody, it's Love Amplified with me, Riyadh, and I think we're on day 39 of lockdown, so this is my 39th video of lockdown. Um, I've looked at some of the earlier ones and I've noticed how I've progressively got more comfortable with doing them. I know I feel a lot more comfortable, and I've gotten comments along these lines from various people. Um, they're becoming more natural, more spontaneous, and it's exactly how I feel. So it's been a journey for me in this, and it's a continuous journey, I think, for anybody doing this kind of thing. And I started thinking about what is this actual journey? So when I started running workshops and facilitating and coaching about, I don't know, 16, 17 years ago, I was nervous to begin with, as one would be. But over the years, I've gotten progressively more comfortable and more at ease with standing in front of groups and talking to them and working with people on that level. And it's been the same thing. And I think what it's really about is the ability to relinquish control, to let go. In the beginning, with anything, we want everything to be great, to be perfect. We want things to be right. And so we become controlling. And when we are overly controlling, or even just controlling, it blocks creativity, it blocks flow, it blocks almost a natural way of doing things. And I think I am a control freak. Not as bad as a lot of people I know, but maybe there'll be those who disagree. And being a control freak, trying to have everything done in a very specific way, blocks things getting done. And I've seen this in my own life, wanting things to go a certain way or wanting it to be the way I want it to be stops it from becoming natural, from reaching a level of spontaneity, and we block the emotional element of it. It becomes just a cognitive, sterile, psychological thing. And when I work with people now, I'm very comfortable. I'm at ease, and I feel like I can make other people comfortable. And with these videos, it's been a process for me to get comfortable with myself, comfortable that I have something to offer, letting go of worrying about criticism, worrying about what will people think, worrying about how will this be received. And I think day by day, you let go of it. You forget that that's there and I'm just here to do my thing. And in the end, I don't really care what people think. It is simply about me doing what I'm doing and enjoying it, and I still am. So this has been a gift for me in that regard of once again learning to be comfortable within myself, learning to be comfortable doing this kind of a new skill. And I think it's an idea that could be beneficial to some of you out there, because I think a lot of you have a need to control. A lot of you want things done a certain way. And where does it come from? It's all fear-based, okay? Because when things are unpredictable, when things are uncertain, we tighten up. We want to control things. We want it to be a certain way. That gives us a sense of comfort. And when things aren't going our way and when we have to relinquish control, it is scary for a lot of us. because now things can happen that we have not planned for. And what is required to let go is trust. What is required to let go is faith. Faith in something larger, faith in life, in God, in whatever it is you believe in, but faith in yourself, and also trust. Trust the process. Trust that what is unfolding is always for your highest good. And when you start to let go, when you start to drop your need for control, you're doing it because your trust and your faith is going up. And the two are like playing off each other. Okay? The more controlling you are, the more fearful, the less trusting, the less faith you have. And the more you trust the process, the more faith you develop, the more you let go and let life flow through you, then your need for control diminishes and your fear diminishes. And it's a wonderful place to be when you reach a point. And I don't know if you've ever fully reached the point where you're 100% comfortable, but it's it's a work in progress. It's something you endeavor for. It's something that you strive to let go more and more of. And when you do, you enter a different space. You enter a sense of unity, a sense of connectedness, a sense of stillness within. And it's a wonderful place to be when you can access it regularly. And when you're in that space, then ideas, creativity, knowledge, wisdom flows through you. You become a conduit for it. And it's been written about and spoken about by many creative people, from authors. But what's wonderful is to go through the process for oneself. You can read about it, but it is actually when you're in it, when it's an evolutionary process for you. And yes, I've spoken about this before. It's risky to put yourself out there, whether on paper, whether in a video, it doesn't matter. It is risky. And being able to let go. So as I was saying, talk about the need to trust. My little shade thing just came tumbling down and the video cut off. But it's exactly what I'm talking about. You set things up and they don't always go your way. And it's okay. Nothing's permanent. And you pick things up and the show goes on. So, yeah, let go. Start to trust more. Start to relinquish control. Start to allow more flow to happen through you. And life is happening whether you want it to or not. Life will do what it needs to do. Thinking you can control it is arrogant. Thinking you can control any of this, and even in this big scheme of things with a virus and lockdown and all of that, everybody is trying to gain some kind of control over this, to control the outcomes, to control what happens next. And maybe we need to take a step back. We need to relinquish control at the highest levels. We need to let things play out. We need to get out of the way of life living itself. So, thank you again for tuning in. Keep the comments coming, and I'll see you tomorrow. Maybe. Ciao.